Hello guys, my name is Ed and welcome to my tutorial video. In this video, I am going to teach you how you can install and run Ragnarok offline server using the rAthena emulator. I hope you enjoy watching this video, and if you did, please smash that like button below and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorial videos. First thing that we need to know, what are the prerequisites or the things that we need to have in order for us to run the server smoothly. Number one is the Visual Studio. This is used for compiling files if you ever want to make changes in the source file of the emulator. Second is the MSysGit and TortoiseGit. Both of these are used for getting the emulator file from the rAthena GitHub, or you can simply download it directly from the GitHub. Third is the Wamp server. This is used to make the server be able to run. Although you can use the MySQL server and MySQL workbench to run it, but for me, I find it quite easy if I am going to use the Wamp server, because in the future you are not just going to run your server, but you will definitely want to run the Flash control panel or the website of your Ragnarok for editing purposes. Now go ahead and download and install the necessary files. I leave the links in the description below. Once you were able to meet all the prerequisites, you're a few steps ahead to run your Ragnarok offline server. Now after you download and install the necessary files, let's start and set up everything. Go to rAthena GitHub and copy the link. And then create a folder to your desktop and name it anything you want. In my case, I'm going to name mine Ragnarok. And then right click the folder you created and click Git clone. Under the clone existing repository URL, paste there the link of the rAthena GitHub and click OK. Now we need to wait until the copying process is done. Okay, great. The copying process is complete. Now we can go ahead and proceed to the second step or to the next step. And close it. Now that we have the file of rAthena emulator, we need to set up our Wamp server. Run the Wamp server and make sure that this icon is green. Once this icon turns to green, it means that the Wamp server is 100% running. Left click the green icon and choose phpMyAdmin. This will open the localhost phpMyAdmin through browser. Enter root as username and leave the password blank. Once you're logged in, under the general settings, click change password and enter your new password. We will be needing this later, so make sure to remember it. I am going to put Ragnarok as my default password. Now that we set up our password, on the left panel of phpMyAdmin, click the new option and name it Ragnarok, or you can name it whatever you want. And click create. After you created the database of your Ragnarok, click import, choose file, and open the folder of your Ragnarok emulator. Open the SQL files folder and open main.sql and click Go. This will import the main SQL file to your Wamp server. Once imported, on the left panel, click Login and click Edit on the first data. Edit the user ID and user pass to your preferred information, and once you're done, click Go. Now on the left panel again of the phpMyAdmin, click the new option on top and name it log, or you can name it whatever you want. And click Create. Same process, click Import, choose File, and this time open the log.sql and click Go. This will import the log SQL file to your Wamp database. Now, your Ragnarok database is set up in your Wamp server, and we can go ahead and proceed to the next step.
Counting stars, got it together.
Now that our Ragnarok database is set up, we need to set up our Ragnarok emulator this time. Open the conf file in your Ragnarok emulator folder and open the core Athena, enter Athena, and the map Athena file. Under the core Athena file, you will see server communication username and password. Set up the user ID and password to the one you used in the login database earlier. Make sure it matches, or else the emulator will not run. Earlier, I used S1 2018 as my user ID and P1 2018 as my user pass. So I'm going to do the same thing here in core Athena. Hit save and do the same thing as well under the map Athena file. Again, make sure those information matches, or else the emulator will not run. Now, under the enter Athena file, look for MySQL login server. The login server ID should be the username of your phpMyAdmin. So I'm going to put root. The login server password should be the password of your phpMyAdmin. So I am going to put Ragnarok because that is the password of my database. Now for the login server DB, we need to put the name of the database wherein you imported the main SQL file. So earlier, I created a database named Ragnarok and I imported the main SQL file there. So I'll leave it Ragnarok. Do the same thing as well under the IP ban. So the ID should be root, password should be Ragnarok, database should be Ragnarok. Same thing as well under the MySQL character server. ID should be root, password and database should be Ragnarok because both are the same. And same thing as well under the MySQL map server. ID is root, password and database should be Ragnarok. Now under the MySQL log database, the log DB ID should be the username of your PHP. So root, the log DB password should be the password of my phpMyAdmin, and then the log DB database should be the name of the database wherein you imported the log SQL file. Earlier, I created a second database named log, and there I imported the log SQL file. Then after that, hit save. And there you go. The configuration of your emulator is done, and we need to compile the server using the Visual Studio. Open the rAthena.sln in your Ragnarok Emulator folder. Once the parsing is ready on the lower left corner of the Visual Studio, right-click the solution node on the right side of the screen in the Solution Explorer. And since this is the first time we are compiling the emulator, you need to select Build Solution.
Those gonna lift me up this time. You were the only one who got me tripping up inside. All the words you told me, am I reading something different from your eyes? See you for a moment, even hope that I can feel you. I see you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. I see you.
Alright, since we have 10 projects according to our solution node, we need to have 10 succeeded build as well. If the compilation was successful, the resulting executables are in the same folder as the solution named loginserver.exe, coreserver.exe, and mapserver.exe. Once you're done compiling the server, go back to your Ragnarok Emulator folder and run the runserver.exe. And there you go. Your server is now running smoothly. Alright, now let's test our server. Open your Ragnarok Client and enter your username. Going to put admin as my username and then add _m for male account or _f for female account. And for the password, enter your preferred password. As you can see, I was able to log in. So now I am going to enter a PIN code. Confirm. Confirm. There you go. Now I'm going to create a character. Going to put admin. Alright, so as you can see, I was able to log into my server. Once you created your account, go back to phpMyAdmin. Try to log in, wrote as the username and the password that you set up earlier. Under the Ragnarok database, open login. And as you can see, there is the account that you just created. Now click the edit of your account, and under the group ID, change it to 99 and click go. These will make your account as administrator. Now in order for this one to take effect, you have to relog to your account. And there you go. It is already an administrator account. You can do any commands like at go 0. You can do at speed 0 so that we will have maximum speed. There you have it. You were now able to create your administrator account. Congratulations guys, you were able to create your own Ragnarok offline server, and by there you can play around with it and discover new things on your own. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to smash the like button, subscribe and comment down below, and turn on my post notifications because I'm gonna be doing more tutorial videos in the future. Peace.